SoFi CEO, aka Commander Anthony Noto, has been single-handedly holding the line. The guy is a buying machine and putting his money where his mouth is. Despite SoFi stock getting absolutely thrashed in the last couple of weeks, it appears to be making a slight recovery. You know what they say, minor setback for a major comeback. Sitting at around $8 per share, at least at the time of recording this video, is in our non-financial advisor opinion a great buying opportunity. One of the things we always get confused with is investors who will gladly buy the stock at $16, $18, and even in the 20s, but suddenly when it drops to a price like $8 a share, they don't want to touch it. Imagine if people treated iPhones the same way. Yeah, you know, I bought the iPhone last year for $1,000, but this year they dropped the price to $500, so I think I'm just gonna wait until the price goes back up to $1,000 before I buy. Now, does that make sense to anyone? Didn't think so. For those of you who have been taking advantage, however, we've definitely seen your comments and are glad to be spending our time in the trenches with such true SoFian soldiers such as yourselves. For those of you who are panicking, however, we here at Wealth Gambit also got you, and we'll be launching Patreon sometime in the middle of April, which will focus largely on fundamentals and sending you SoFi updates in near real time, so you know what's happening as close to the time as it happens. On top of that, in the Patreon, we'll let you guys know not only what happened, but how this affects you as an investor. Also, we know there's a lot of fake news out there, so of course we'll be fact checking everything before we update you, so your time isn't wasted on fake news or rumors. If you like our channel, you're gonna love our Patreon. If that's something you'd be interested in, let us know by commenting Patreon FTW in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's get back into it. Special shout out to all of you who commented "I definitely smell something" and "patience" in one of our SoFi videos. You're the real ones. Also, shout out to the Nasdaq for being one of the fastest websites to update SoFi insider activity. Anthony Noto, SoFi CEO, has really been buying the dip this March. On March 11, Anthony Noto bought 16,704, and 3 days after that, he bought 19,042 SoFi shares again when it was valued at around $7 per share. The commander now holds a total of 2,964,795 shares. The stock market surged after Fed officials said they would increase interest rates to combat inflation. This may have caused people to return their confidence in the stock market. The Fed increased interest rates by a quarter percentage point, and officials are expecting the Fed funds rate to rise to at least 1.875% by the end of the year and to around 2.75% by the end of 2023. According to the Wall Street Journal, the S&P 500 rose 95.41 points, or 2.2%. The tech-focused Nasdaq Composite advanced 487.93 points, or 3.8%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 518.76 points, or 1.5% after the Fed's announcement. Moreover, the broad stock market gauge has risen 4.4% over the past 2 trading days, the biggest 2-day percentage gain since April 2020. With the market starting to rise again, Noto's dip buying strategy may come in pretty clutch. The real question is, how long will this green in the market last, and is the red gone for good? We here at Wealth Gambit personally bought the dip with the last of our capital, so we're with Noto on this one. Whether or not this is the last of the dip, SoFi's Liz Young doesn't appear to think so, and says that the first half of 2022 has the potential to get a lot more rocky. If you haven't seen our video of Liz Young talking about this, we've linked it in the description. By the way, we're not financial advisors, and none of this is financial advice. Now, back to SoFi. Specifically, SoFi's CFO, Chris Lapointe, who attended the JMP Securities Technology Conference, and where he discussed some interesting points on how SoFi can win in the market.
And that's really important, and we try tirelessly to differentiate and focus on 4 key vectors within that. Fast, selection, content, and convenience. We try to differentiate every single one of our products across those 4 dimensions. On top of that, we want each and every one of our products to work better when they're used together. And the reason that that's critically important is because once someone chooses SoFi as their first product, they build that trust and loyalty, and when they need a second product or third product, they're going to choose SoFi. And when that happens, the overall revenue per member increases dramatically. We don't have a large customer acquisition cost to get them to take out that second or third product, and that puts us in a really good position to march towards our goal of having the highest LTV in the industry, which is a great driver of the flywheel, because it allows us to reinvest in better pricing, better products, better features, etc. The second key component is having the best unit economics. And one of the keys to having the best unit economics for us has been vertical integration. We have seen that time and time again within our lending segment, where we have built end-to-end processes and solutions that has enabled us to have the lowest cost of operations, which in turn helps us provide the best experience for our members. So if every single one of our products is vertically integrated, we're going to have the best unit economics, which will allow us to reinvest in the business. And then the third piece is building the AWS of Fintech. One of our overall objectives when we acquired Galileo back in May of 2020 was obviously to vertically integrate and try to replicate what we were doing, or what we had done in the lending business. And we have certainly been able to innovate at a much faster clip and do it in a low-cost manner. But what's even better than that is that the Galileo business is a great business by itself, with high growth and great margins. And our ability to innovate at SoFi allows us to innovate faster at Galileo. And one of our main objectives for our Galileo partners is to provide them with more value than they can achieve by either doing what Galileo does in-house themselves or through another third-party partner. So enabling that innovation and investing in that rises all boats in the industry and makes everyone better off.
Yeah.
Fellow Sofian soldiers, it seems like the tides are slowly turning in favor of us, and if you're not yet done building your SoFi positions, just know we're here with you buying more, and we'll be holding strong right here with you. At least SoFi CEO Commander Noto is joining us in holding the line. That's it for today's quick update, ladies and gents. If you haven't already, make sure to join our SoFi Investor Facebook group. The link will be in the description. Also, we here at Wealth Gambit will be launching a Patreon end of next month and want to hear from you guys and gals, so let us know in the comments if you'd be interested by commenting I am interested, and let us know what you'd like to see in the Patreon. We appreciate it. Until next time, peace.